welcome to 2019 Vancouver International Film Festival. If the closing gala tonight, your host, Honoré Berger. It's going to be fun. It's going to be wonderful. It's about 16-day celebration, and today is the closing gala. I hope you enjoy all the red carpet interview you're going to make. Talk to you soon. Welcome to VIV 2019. Today we have an opportunity to talk to some of the volunteers who have worked so hard to make sure this festival goes very well. And we are going to be able to hear some few words from
Jay Lavilliegas.
Jay, you will be around for the last 16-day volunteer. What is most of your experience?
It's been really fun. I enjoyed helping people get in the movies and telling them what it's about and watching the movies as well.
I mean, you enjoy it. What do you recommend for the next year if you have some people who would love to volunteer?
I recommend them to try out volunteering because it's a really good opportunity to to find out about movies and meet new people and just watching free movies too.
Very good. Hello.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good.
I think you two will be part of the volunteer team for the last 16 days. What is most of your experience?
This is the first time I have volunteered here in Canada, so it was kind of a unique experience for me. And it's the reason I volunteered here because I wanted to socialize and I love movies. So I loved meeting new people and helping out others. So it was pretty fun, yeah.
Do you recommend to some of your friends to be able to be part of this next year?
Yeah, definitely. It's not a tedious job. It's a fun job. You should definitely come here if you get the time. And I personally took out some of my time from my school and came here. So it was pretty much fun. And definitely I would suggest others to do it.
We thank you so much for your wonderful work, and we're looking forward for next year. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to VIV 2019 Closing Gala. As one of the board members, how do you see the process for the last 30 years running this festival?
The 30 years of the festival, etc. Well, I think the most important thing to say is that people prophesize the end of cinema because no one will want to go see a film in a movie theater. Everyone will stay home and watch things on small screens. The film festival proves every year that that's not true. People love coming together. It's a different experience on the big screen in the dark, and it's a shared experience. People love the human, social, festive aspect of a film festival. So it's a lot of fun.
Be in Vancouver and see this festival grow. What do you think is the future of this festival?
Well, it's two things. One, the industry we have here, which is thriving, important part of our economy. But the other is just how multicultural we are and how outward looking, how we want to hear other people's stories. We want to travel the world. We're not just inward. So film festivals are a great chance to share cultures, share languages, share stories.
And what is your hope for the next generation?
I hope they come and see movies on a big screen in a theater. I hope they don't just become creatures of habit with small screens. That would be very sad if that happens. But I think as young people mature and learn more about the world, they realize that a quality of experience requires exchange, sharing. They can make films more easily now than ever, so there's a reason to come together at a film festival.
Do you think our leadership, or especially the government, have a role to play in the art industry and the movie industry?
Absolutely. The promotion of arts and culture is fundamental to a livable society. It's the purpose of education. It's the purpose of being together in cities. So it's not just the economic benefits, it's the very question of the quality of life. So yes, just like libraries, universities, and arts festivals are very, very important, and so is providing help to young artists entering their career.
We want to thank you so much for your hard work in the community, building Canada future, and congratulations for another beautiful year.
Thank you.
Welcome to VIV Closing Gala 2019. Be around this festival and see the festival through the city. What is one of your best memory
of this festival?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I would definitely have to say the films. I saw so many wonderful films, starting with Red Snow and meeting the filmmaker Marie Clement, and also meeting the filmmaker Alanis Obasowan, the indigenous filmmaker who has been making films for decades now. She is a Canadian treasure.
Do you believe a lot of young people have a lot of role to play in this art industry?
I think all ages have a lot of roles to play in this industry. Absolutely. You've got to start somewhere. There's a lot of learning to do, and there's a lot of voices that need to be heard, and they can be told through film. So, yeah.
Now, we hear and we see there's not much opportunities for the Afro field coming over here, but do you think there's more need to be done through our youth and leadership role, or how we can encourage them to come?
Well, I think our youth need mentors, and people that are over the age of 30, let's say, or even 35, that are willing to be mentors for youth is a good place to be, so that youth have a place to go. And I think that both sides learn. I know I learn from young people all the time, but if I can be a resource as a mentor, I would definitely love to do that.
And what is the best way to reach out to you? Because you know you are very important in the community.
Well, I am on Facebook, so Barbara Chirinos, look for me on Facebook. I'm there, and also I do curate the Black History Month film series at the Van City Theater, and I produce quite a number of events around town, so people can find me.
We want to thank you for your leadership, for doing a wonderful job in the community.
Excellent.
Enjoy the VIV 2019 closing gala.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to 2019 VIV closing gala. Mr. Anthony, what brought you here tonight?
So I'm the outreach director for Story, Money, Impact, and Good Pitch Vancouver, and we take documentary films that are about really urgent and important issues, and we pair them with allies in civil society who have the power and influence to make change in those issues. So we're all about using film to create impact, to make the world a better place. And so VIF invited me to be a jury member on the VIF Impact Award, which is all about judging which films we think can make a great change in the world or the way that we see the world. And it's been a really hard decision with my fellow jury members, but ultimately we came down on a choice, and you'll just have to wait until I present to find out.
What is one of your best memory running through this 2019 VIV? What is one of your best memory?
Well, my program, Good Pitch Vancouver, had 5 films that went through it last year, and 2 of our films were presented at VIF this year. The World is Bright, which is about mental illness in immigrant communities, and Conviction, which is about the rising rate of incarcerated women in Canada and worldwide. And although one of these films had premiered before VIF, they began rolling out their impact campaigns just at the beginning of the Vancouver International Film Festival, and it's been really rewarding to see how audiences have been moved, and not just emotionally by these films, but to action. So many of our audience members who saw these 2 films, The World is Bright and Conviction, have asked us, how can we help? How can we change this issue? And many of them have started writing letters to their politicians, writing letters to senators, and also just volunteering their services and their skills to help these issues receive more light in mainstream conversation.
We want to thank you so much for this wonderful way we'll be doing the community, and thanks so much for being part of this wonderful celebration, and enjoy the wonderful night.
Yes, the pleasure is
Thank
mine.
you. Yeah. Well, this is wrap our 2019 Vancouver International Film Festival. It was excellent to be able to talk to all these directors across the globe, and the Afro-News represents our community in the best way. We have sponsored Buddha in Africa, one of the African movies from South Africa. We will continue to do our best to represent the community and represent our beautiful city. Welcome to, and thank you so much for all you guys who are watching 2019 Vancouver International Vancouver Festival. It was a very beautiful day. With your host, Honoré Gbeje. Bye.